My blessings, everyone. It's Saturday, 2nd December 2017. So what's happening on the planet? Interesting energy going on and vibrations. As I'm talking to you, I'm hearing my voice resonate, I'm hearing the resonance and the vibration in another field. It feels like it's in another field of consciousness. So it's almost as if I'm speaking on two channels. Interesting. So I don't know what that's about. Let me see. Yeah, it feels as if the expansion that is going on is really shifting into a more multidimensional and whole experience. The Holy Ones. Yeah, I'm just feeling into it. This week has been extremely sensitive for me, and we've had another gateway opening on the 1st. Physically, I really felt this energy just wiping me out. I went into very deep stillness, and my body was it was shifting internally. So there was a lot of strange movement and bones shifting in the legs particularly, but the whole body is literally just moving, and the bones are moving, and it has been doing that for quite a long time, but it's become more intense this year. It's very deep. So, planetary-wise, when I tune into the planet, I'm just seeing like a halo of golden light around the Earth, which I feel is really a representation of the new Earth. And there's a movement on with the dual Earth experience. So what I'm getting a picture of the Earth in two parts. On the left, I'm seeing the golden light, which represents the new Earth. On the right, I'm seeing what looks as if there's a coming together and an integration of the old and the new. So there's two different levels in there, two different levels of awareness also, as the consciousness is shifting and integrating. There's lots of guidance coming through also from what I call the blessed beings that are really supporting the movement of the earth. And yeah, this holy order that I talk about, which is really blessing the oneness and the wholeness of life, where we are all connected through one source as one being. It's amazing. So the image that I'm seeing is really how we are able to come together through the old paradigm, you might call it, into the new. The old paradigm was connected with judgment and life that maybe had ill meaning, where there was a lot of illusion that was affecting the soul there. There's a lot of tension, harassment, negativity, although I don't like that word, but it feels like it's the negative aspects of life. Negative as in it doesn't support for the highest good. It's all connected with this movement that is shifting, and as we're blessing the new earth as it comes in, which is really about a new future for the earth through compassion and deep feeling for one another, being able to really recognize each other in each other. Yeah, it makes sense to me. There's a new source of energy, excuse me, coming in, which is the connection with the light that is embodied through those of us that are really working through these energies. This light has a language of its own, and it can be felt and heard by those who are connected with the light and with the language. It's it's a vibration of sound, and also is based on a true connection, which is loving. So the heart is opening, and the language is connecting in with the heart, and this really strong alignment that we're experiencing with the new earth. I'm saying all these words, I'm not quite sure if they are being received the way that they need to be. I've had a year of this where there's been so much, it feels like distance between what is being said and what is actually being received. Part of the expansion process. But if you can imagine that you're speaking or messaging someone, the internet's got a big part in this, by the way, because there's more and more people messaging through emails and through text, where there is a time lapse there. It's quite different from speaking physically to someone, where it's being received in the moment and there's a connection. This is more to do with how it is received through the matrix. It looks as if it's resolving itself. Messages going astray, messages being misunderstood, or no messages at all when you're expecting a message or you're expecting to hear from someone, because the time lapses that we're experiencing are asking for us to give it time. Just let things be resolved through time. So nothing needs to be immediate. There doesn't need to be any decisions made or any choices made in the moment. If there are, then you will find that they will change, because everything is shifting and moving, particularly at a cellular level. It's not just the body cells that are changing, but there's a whole cellular shift in the consciousness, and it's connecting with the earth through cellular level energy, and any resistance that comes up that is connected with humanity as a whole. So if you can imagine this energy, and also being on the internet, which is what I'm using right now, where the message is being really received through a deep sense of knowing. What is it that is connecting us? Why are you watching this video? It's just a question mark. Like, in other words, it's the link between us that is changing. So as I say that, I'm just looking at these golden threads of light that are connecting us at soul level, and these threads of light have a really deep, deep tone inside them. So as you can hear, I'm finding it difficult to talk this morning, to find the words. There is a feeling of resistance that is not my own resistance, but it's actually the resistance that's on the planet as a whole. And this unified field is blending and opening up, but it's also has a deep sense of quiet and stillness there. It's saying for us to be still. It's amazing. So it's good to put it into words, because it allows me to see it more clearly. So I'm just sending some energy out today, and lots of love to everyone. I'm feeling the Christmas vibe, the seasonal vibe this week. Since last weekend, it was very soft and it feels very gentle. It's beautiful. So I feel we're going to have a really open Christmas this year. It feels more expanded. More people coming together through this oneness, where it doesn't have to be family that come together as such, but just knowing that we're all interconnecting and sharing this vibration together as one source of love. It's really beautiful. Full moon is coming Sunday night, Monday, which apparently is the last supermoon. And they're calling it the cold moon. Interesting. It looks to me as if it's going to be quite magnificent, very open, and it's opening up the hearts of those of us that are seeking the truth in sight. So it could be quite an elevating full moon, and also it could be a full moon that feels it could be quite emotional for those of us that are really raw at the moment and feeling the sensitivity. There's a rising of the fullness of life, and it can be quite overwhelming as we move through and feel into this December gateway that we're in. So it's amazing. So many blessings to to everyone who's listening. It's really interesting making this video. There's a definite gap and sound coming in on another level that is it feels like I'm speaking on different levels. So somebody will be listening to me somewhere else. It's funny. Anyway, okay. So I'll speak to you soon, and wishing you a beautiful day and a lovely weekend, and an amazing full moon on Monday. And I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.